The Wrestling Mayhem Show. Since 2006, the pioneer in pro wrestling podcasting.
This show is brought to you by IndyWrestling.us and IndyWrestling.network for your independent wrestling entertainment. Slice on Broadway, supporting Pittsburgh podcasting with the perfect pepperoni pizza.
Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't give up what you want, take it back. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Do what you got to do, make it last.
It is the Wrestling Mayhem Show, episode 885. Tuesdays, we would talk about professionalized wrestling. I'm Mike Sorg at Sorgatron on the Twitter here in the Sorgatron Media Studios of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Adjust camera. And we have with us, first of all, we have from the other side of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I drove through your neighborhood this morning. The Riz.
You drove through my neighborhood, but you didn't send me up your location.
Well, it's
at
on the
Sheets.
highway. No, I didn't stop at the Sheets. No, I actually didn't do that.
Because that's what you always do.
Yeah, when I go
Sorg.
to the Sheets, I didn't go to that Sheets. I was in Murraysville. I was going to somewhere, my contact for going to and from Detroit this weekend. So
to be fair, to be fair, from Murraysville to where I am,
yes,
there's like 4 Sheets.
yes, there is. Oh, it's very. I accidentally sent my order to the wrong Sheets again, and thankfully I realized it before I showed up. So yeah, no, it's very difficult. I forgot how crazy I was over there. It's like, yeah, there's like 4 of them. Actually, there's even more on William Penn Highway. Anyways, here's somebody who doesn't give a shit about our geographical concerns that we're saying, because he's not from here. He is from Hopewell Junction. It's been a few weeks. Hopewell Junction, New York. He is your dad, Mike. He is future endeavored from pre-fatherhood.
Okay, yeah, that works.
Yeah, okay, yeah. We had to do some math on that, but yeah. There it is. Mad Mike's with us.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi.
How are you? How many single-digit hours have you slept in the last 3 weeks? I guess is the first question.
Well, we've been okay.
Okay.
We've been okay.
Okay.
The first week was a little rough.
Well, yes. It's gonna
the
be.
second week was slightly better. But now I think we're in kind of a comfortable routine because I'm one of the night owl people.
Mm-hmm. You're
So-
here. You're here at 10 p.m. on a Wednesday night with us.
Yeah, I typically stay up till like 3 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when I
Flourish.
run the show.
Flourish.
Yeah, well, no, I mean it's when I like I have the kid next to
Oh,
me.
you have like a
I'm playing
built-in
Spider-Man.
schedule. This is nice.
Yeah, it's not bad. Like I keep telling my wife, I'm like, there's a very small window
Mm-hmm.
in this house where all 3 humans are asleep.
Yes. Yes.
It's a small window.
It's a small window after all.
But no, everything is doing well. Doing well. The child is fantastic. He dressed up as Spider-Man yesterday.
He dressed himself already? That's impressive.
Oh yeah, no, he did. He's fantastic.
Wow, he's gonna be party trained by next week. It's great. I like this.
He already knows how to puke and rally. He's very good. At
Oh
that.
man, that is he's
very good at the
he's
puke and rally.
the
That-
puke and
that's a-
rally already ready
That's
for.
a trait I think he picked up from his dad.
Oh, so
but
you're gonna have him at tailgating in 3 weeks.
absolutely.
All right, I got you. You have him go hang out with
He's-
Matt Light.
I've actually already secretly entered him into the 2024 Royal Rumble.
Oh, good.
That's
Oh, good.
yeah.
This development's going crazy.
I know
so-
it's wild. You thought Brock Lesnar was gonna be a youngest champion? Hell no. Hell no. Not
Fantastic.
anymore.
Well, to be fair, isn't
yeah.
that kid actually the youngest champion? Oh, you said world
Nicholas?
champion. Never mind.
I said
Yeah,
world
yeah,
champion,
yeah.
and,
Not
th-
that
and
You
yeah,
did specify
technically,
world champion.
but he's gonna beat the crap out of Nicholas too. It's gonna
Yeah,
be
that's
great.
true.
Goals.
But yes, partner, Mad Mom, Mad Baby are doing very well.
There you go. There you go.
They're currently napping as we speak. So if I need to run away for a second, it's
Mhm.
because someone probably needs his diaper changed.
This will be a new adjustment period for us. So if we're ever like just the two of us on the show, I'm gonna have to figure out some vamping situations. So like, hey, this is we're growing up with the Mayhem show, right?
Yeah.
So we're a little older, a little grayer. Some of us have popped out some kids by now, but who knows, But anyways, so it's a rare Wednesday night. Why are we on Wednesday night? Because I did have an opportunity. Maybe we'll talk about it a little bit more on Patreon or something. I did have a rare opportunity to go to Detroit last night. So I took that. I hear you coughing over there.
Sorry.
Cough button. Riz.
He's muting himself now.
He muted himself saying cough button. I saw his lips move. I'm like,
Professional around here.
we have not been doing this show very long.
No,
We have not.
Anyways, no, I had an opportunity. Big thanks to John Thorne up there with AIW. They were setting up the JCW pre-show for the Hall of Wicked show last night. Facade was going up, and bucket list item for me was to see ICP in Detroit. Attend a Hall of Wicked. I've been on a Hall of Wicked tour here in Pittsburgh, but that's exactly the same thing. And also the film at JCW show, which we technically did, and also do something with John Thorne, because we've had him on the show multiple times over the last several years, and other than like I think messages and on the podcast here, I don't think I've ever like met and had an extensive conversation with him in person. So it was nice to connect all those things with that. So that was a really cool experience.
When you keep saying Hallow Wicked,
Mm-hmm.
all I can think of is the Shakara wrestler.
Yep.
Yes, it probably related, but yeah, no. Hall of Wicked is their yearly Thanksgiving. Their Thanksgiving night show. Very interesting tradition. No, their Halloween night show that they've been doing, and this was the 30th anniversary of that. So extra big. It was had some really interesting experiences with Enzo was there. Always very interesting with Enzo around. Joey Janela was around. It turns out very down with the clown, and it very fun to run into him all night long. But yeah.
Sorg, how many different varieties of Fago you get doused in?
So here's a fun fact. Fuck the show. This is happening now.
Yeah, this is happening.
I don't.
Yeah,
I don't
no,
give a
that's
fuck
fine.
tonight,
It's fucking-
guys.
it's-
You
it's
hear me right now?
AEW did some wrestling.
Spoiler alert, AEW didn't do anything special tonight.
No,
I will.
Tony Khan's announcement was
Okay, yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that later. So,
Look at that
so
the next.
what was
next
what was
show.
the question I was answering? I don't remember. Oh, very
there
right.
you go.
There you go. So here's the interesting thing. In the several years of this, I've only known them to throw diet root beer and cola. Now, why diet? Because of the sugar in cola. If you're throwing it, it's more destructive to the environment, not the environment, but like the venues, right? So they use diet in mass. And for the first time, I saw like orange Faygo used up there. So and maybe I've seen it before and forgotten, but I don't. It's usually like cola root beer. You know what I mean? So so there's that. Now they did. It was really fun because they had. You know what? This is fuck it. This is Violent J was on the NWA pay-per-view this weekend. So fuck it. This is wrestling related.
it's all wrestling related, Sorg.
And the whole reason this show even exists, is because of ICP and Juggaloism. So if you don't like it, fuck it. That's the core of the show. Even though
Juggalos, baby.
even though I'm the only one here on the air that listens to them.
Well, yeah, but I
That's
know
how
what
I've
it is.
indoctrinated.
Yeah, we know what it is
And-
because of you. Sorg, as
It's
well.
my fault. It's my fault. And now I'm going to spread the good word of the Dark Carnival to you guys on the internet.
Hey, Sorg, real quick though. Have we figured out magnets yet?
Fuck you. I thought we were going to get through the night. And it wasn't Riz.
It does not.
Yeah, I'm just going to mute you guys. Fuck it. You know, it's just.
I have been told never to say that joke.
Yeah, because every time it was even brought up, I was getting it. So it's getting as old as Tony Khan and women's matches. Anyways,
I didn't say it.
I know you didn't. I'm getting it out of the fucking way. But anyways.
I didn't say it. I wasn't gonna.
Anyways.
I've matured.
Yeah, and so I went out, like, I heard Facade was going up. I talked to him last week. I'm just like, you need a buddy, driving buddy, you know, and I was looking to go up either way and, you know, reach out and had the opportunity to help with some backstage stuff. So very cool experience. They had actually, their bar had Faygo mixed drinks. I had a Red Pop and vodka. I would have had the Moon Mist, but it was with tequila, and everybody on this show remembers what happens with me and tequila.
Mm-hmm. You couldn't have booped the internet without an internet to boop.
Exactly.
Would your Juggalo finisher be boop the internet?
What would my Juggalo finisher?
I'm just I don't know.
What is your Juggalo finisher? Show title for one thing. Well, like, what am I finishing? What am I finishing with a Juggalo finisher? It's like a finishing.
I'm just like a finishing move.
This is how I end the show. This is how. What?
I don't know. Sorg. It's been a minute since I've done this. I don't remember how.
Yes, and I threw you into the
I'm
whole
just
other culture.
talking.
You're just talking.
I'm
at
just
this point.
talking.
But no,
there is a whole ass baby in the other room.
It's a whole.
There's a whole baby.
Whole ass baby. He's a little peanut. He's like this big. Like this big. He's tiny.
Here's a
The
good
whole ass
question.
baby.
Here's a good question. Maybe we'll come back to the Juggalo. Actually, maybe we'll come back
I'll
to the
come back to the
stuff.
juggle. It all comes back
It's-
to Juggalo.
Listen, because it was actually a conversation. I can't remember who was talking about. I don't know if Janelle was talking about this or one of the other guys. And I can't remember if this was like an AAW. I was talking with somebody around the show, and they were like, "Yeah, we were all distracted because somebody had like a newborn in the front row." Like an infant, right? And I've seen this before, and then sometimes they're good. They bring the big headphones and stuff, and they're like, "Yeah, they didn't even do that." And I was like, "Okay, that's interesting." I was like, "You're both like the best parent and the worst parent at the same time." Okay.
I'm gonna go on record and say worst parent.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we can all, depending on our life choices and position and whether we have kids, decide where that scale is. But we could just say that both sides of the scale definitely exist in this situation.
They for sure exist.
Yes.
But
Yes.
I want on record saying I do not approve.
You does not approve. New parent. So my question was going to be: Okay, here's a
Am I bringing my kid to NXT Deadline? No, I'm not.
sustained redirect. At what point do you bring the kid to a wrestling show?
When they're old enough to walk.
That's
Okay.
a valid question. Well, first of all, I want to make sure the kid likes wrestling.
Okay.
No,
Okay,
like seriously,
okay.
like
Though I will posit, like, depending, some kids don't get into it until they're in person sometimes. So I would go so you got to tiptoe into it, right? You know.
Oh no! Like when my kid finally knows what's going on, I'm showing him.
He can't get away from it. He just can't get away from it.
I'm showing him Lucha Underground.
Just be
That-
like,
that's
oh,
just-
you're starting with wait, no. That's like starting with Nightmare on Elm Street. No, what? Hey, do you like movies? How about Freddy fucking Krueger?
You start
I
with the
watched
fighting ants.
Nightmare on Elm Street when I was 6. I was fine.
I was not okay when I watched it when I was.
Oh,
younger.
don't get me wrong, I was terrified. But
Yeah,
like, you
yeah.
know.
No,
But that was also without supervision. This would be heavily supervised.
Yeah, but supervised and paying attention to you was like two different things in my. It wasn't even my household. It was another household, but still.
Realistically, I probably wouldn't consider bringing
Alright,
a
well-
kid to a wrestling show. I don't know, 6, 7.
6 or 7. Well,
Yeah.
Tina says Junior's first show was at 3, and it was a WWE house show. So there's some consideration. Okay.
Oh, I mean, I'm not counting ones that we just happen to be going and we can't find a sitter or we don't want to find a sitter. I'm not counting that.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
counting like first show I'm bringing him to potentially enjoy it.
Okay.
I
So
did-
is that
you're not gonna
is-
wait that long, man? You're not gonna wait that long. You're gonna.
I think I will.
I don't know about that. Well,
okay? So how long before do you think? And this is just coming from me, one of the ones who does not have a kid.
You're-
How
you're-
long
Okay.
do you think the gap would be between watching on TV, on the internet, like a kid approved, not a kid approved, like a kid friendly wrestling show?
Start down with WoW Wrestling.
Oh,
Yeah, Jakara, but fuck,
I mean, the kids already watch SmackDown, so
fuck
Yeah,
Quackenbush.
I mean,
but-
like let's just he's already exposed to it. He will
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
be by
Believe more.
osmosis.
it'll just be something in his purview.
Yeah.
Like that. That's
Okay.
just
What
that's
do you
just gonna
do?
happen.
What
Like-
do you do, Mike, if he doesn't like wrestling?
Oh God.
I'm okay with it.
Okay.
I mean, my wife is okay with wrestling, and I married her, so
That's true.
if I could put up with that, I can put up with this.
the only
answer.
thing, like, because luckily I'm into a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
As long as my kid is into one of the things I'm into, I'm good.
Can we connect on one thing?
Yeah.
That's
like-
our thing. What is our fishing?
And spoiler alert, it will not be fishing.
Yeah, it was like I'm fishing, right? I'm using quotes.
I'm not what you would call a fisherman.
Junior started with WWE. What hooked him was Slam City at the time. That's one you could put in
could
front
see
of
that.
him. There you
Slam
go.
City.
Yeah,
Slam
absolutely.
City. It was. If you don't
I'd
remember-
have to find a workaround because that's only on the network. But luckily, I have a workaround. So-
You gotta swim across the palm, right? No, actually, I thought it popped. It was popping up.
I
on
don't,
my,
I don't have to swim anywhere.
It
so-
was popping up on my Google TV as a suggestion, like recently. So somewhere has it.
Really?
It might be
Slam
on. It might be
City?
on Hulu, to be honest. So research department.
Roku for free.
There you go.
Huh.
There you go.
Oh, it says it's on Peacock?
Is
I didn't think it's on Peacock.
maybe it's one of those things that came in later.
Research department's checking right now. I didn't
Research
think
department.
it's on Peacock.
On it. No, though. So that's cool. Yeah, it's right there on the cock. Also, what will you call
Wow.
Peacock around your child?
Um,
I think it's an appropriate
Peacock.
question.
Yeah, no. Wow, all 28 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Holy
Wow.
I mean, they're like 3 minutes
crapola.
apiece, but
There were
whatever.
28 episodes.
They were like, they were like super short.
Yeah, they're all like.
Oh, yeah,
2
that's right.
They're like insanely
I'll
short.
probably skip the Alberto Del Rio episodes.
Well, I mean, you don't need to
Skip Alberto Del Rio altogether. It's fine.
really, because
CM
I mean,
Punk is an ice cream salesman.
Mhm.
Sorg, can we just do a watch along of all of Slam City and
Kinda
then do
wanna.
a podcast after?
kind of
I
want.
always want to do a watch along with like
By the way,
wrestling theme
Oh,
stuff.
oh, on the Peacock. This is lovely.
yeah.
The last episode is Slam City, the full collection,
Mm-hmm.
48 minutes.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh.
I was just looking at that too. There you go. All
Oh,
right.
that's lovely.
All right. I
Okay.
have a more important question.
Yes.
At what point will you let your child listen to this show?
I mean, he's
I mean,
gonna,
he technically is already listening.
He's gonna at least hear half of it or a third of it.
Yeah, a quarter of
I
it.
mean, keep
a
in
fifth
mind.
of it. I don't know.
Keep in mind, I will also hopefully very soon not be in my dining room.
Oh yeah, you're still working on your
We
studded
are
basement
getting
situation.
closer.
Yeah, yeah.
We are
That's,
getting. We have walls downstairs.
Sorry, the studio's
they're being-
underwater. Oh, it's going out of
they're
business?
being-
No, it's actually
they're-
underwater.
Yeah, the
Oh.
walls are being painted tomorrow.
Yay!
New floors are being put in after that, and then the moving process begins again.
Mm-hmm. In related news, if anybody knows how I can get a new roof or patched roof in the next 2 weeks up in Pittsburgh, let me know. Hit me in the DMs.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So
Oh boy.
there's some sort of movement happening. Let's just say.
Oh,
So,
no.
all right. Well, this show's not always about just our
We're
personal
not all
lives.
about movements.
Not
here.
all about movements here.
Sometimes
Musical
they are.
movements, bowel movements, anything like that. It depends day to day.
Wrestling movements.
Wrestling
Where's this
movements.
going?
But you can email us about your movements. No pictures, please.
Oh, we
at
can-
good times
Good times.
at Wrestling Mansion.
We haven't done the intro yet.
We do it later in
Oh,
the show
oh,
now, Riz.
Riz,
It's
Riz,
a second
come
segment
on.
thing.
Yeah.
We want to start hot. We want to start hot.
We're doing
open.
it live.
We're doing it live, baby. You got to do your Welcome to Raw segment, and then you do the commercials, and then you go, and then you got a
So
commercial
we're-
every 3
so-
minutes.
So what we just did
Yeah.
was the Judgment Day segment.
Yeah,
that opens up every Raw.
You're
Okay,
obviously Rhea Ripley.
obviously.
I don't know why.
And
I don't know why I chose the Seth Rollins.
I don't know why,
one,
but he's
but-
also starts Raw on a regular basis.
But you know why? Just gotta take over, right?
Yeah, show's called Mayhem, right? You can also support the show, and we do appreciate it if you do at where was that, at patreon.com/wrestling mayhem show. Doing great, guys. Take another beer. Yep.
This
Sorg
week
had-
of
Sorg had a
Patreon,
rough
I'm
night.
gonna
Had a
talk
good
about.
night last night.
I had a good night last night around about 5 days of shit. So
Sorg,
Yeah.
you have glitter in your ass.
I do not have glitter in my ass, and I will.
Are
And
you
somebody
sure?
reminded me at the ICP show, Club Laga, they had glitter and Fago. And about 3 days later, I'm sitting in the lobby of the Art Institute talking to some friends, and I did one of these things, poured out a piece of glitter, and tasted root beer. Yes, that was the most fucked up.
I
I'm
think
just
that's
like,
something out of a Wes
where?
Anderson movie.
where was
Ugh.
that hiding?
You
Where
know-
was
you
that
know
hiding
exactly-
for like
you know exactly
several
where.
days?
You know where that was.
Several
It was hiding.
days.
It
You
was
know
hiding
where
in
that was hiding.
nature's pocket, Sorg.
Nature's pocket. No, what?
Na-
That sounds like my ass. That's not right.
That
no, that's nature's
that's where
wallet.
nature-
I got you.
Oh, well, no. Nature's wallet, ironically. No, I'm not even going to get.
Nope.
I'm just.
Well,
I'm
I
I'm
mean,
gonna back off.
I'm just
Gonna
saying.
back off.
I'm just saying.
I saw a joke. I reeled
I
myself
saw
back
you
in.
see
I
that
kind of had a
Oh
good
my
time, guys.
goodness,
I
Sorg.
kind of had a good time.
Oh,
I-
video listeners.
This is at the end.
Video.
Oh
video
yeah,
watchers
there
are
you go. There
being-
you go. I want to point out. Actually, this is a good point to point out. We'll get to Patreon in a second here. Don't let me forget about Patreon. But there, I want to point out Rowdy Roddy Piper.
What?
in the middle of the Fago Armageddon at the end.
Oh, I see it. I see it.
There he is. And there's
way too
also,
long
I
to
didn't get a
realize.
picture of it, but there is also a Mr. Perfect with singlet and Intercontinental belt that's up there as well. Also,
Fantastic.
we did run into, here's a fun story for you. First of all, we ran into, oh man, where's the picture at? Did it not upload yet? Oh no, it's not in here. We ran into Undertaker. I think I shared the picture. I know I dropped a lot of them in the Wrestling Mayhem Show Facebook group. And then we were just walking along, and we're just like, oh hey, Kane's in line for the bar. Okay.
Kane.
And then Undertaker about 5 minutes later finds Kane at the bar and takes a picture with him. Kane was not there with the Undertaker. And then I found out there's a second Undertaker around somewhere too.
Who's the real Undertaker?
I don't know. It was like, was it American Badass that Undertaker?
where's
I don't know.
Leslie Nielsen?
I don't know.
So
Also,
did you have a SummerSlam '94 interaction?
I think there might have
Are
been
y-
some point in that
Are
night,
you,
which is
are
fantastic.
you Leslie Nielsen?
I might be Leslie Nielsen. I might be the Naked Gun. I don't know.
Oh,
Sword.
I
From now on, we are calling you Michael the Naked Gun Sword.
Yeah.
That sounds like I just walk around with my penis out. So I don't think we want to do that. So,
I mean, isn't that what Juggalos do?
what do you think? Okay, well, here's that one guy with the Batman thing, but other than
This
that,
is what I'm saying.
there's only a couple of them, and it's just like,
Where's the Sword?
we're walking
Sword,
along. We're
Sword,
walking along.
There's enough.
There's enough.
There's enough.
I didn't
One-
see one penis
One is
or one exposed boobie
Mhm.
the entire night. The Juggalos got subtle. Okay, they settled the fuck down. Okay, so also love them that kids. So, but anyways, what are we doing here? We're just gonna make references as things jog my memory from last night
yeah.
as we go here. I'm sure. So anyways, thank heaven for earbuds. I did say the P word. Anyways, thank you to our Patreons, patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show. I don't even know what we'll have left for Patreon at this point. I might have.
I got stuff.
You got stuff?
I
Okay.
have,
I've been
I
playing
can
games.
I can fill in for
You
you,
can
Sword,
fill
with
it. You fill
with
it for what?
with your reaction on the day that you found out that you were going.
Oh yeah, okay, you can do that too. Anyways, I don't know what my face looked like, but I was just like, I needed good news. Patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show. Our friends at the fan show level. Bo Diggity! Woo! As well as, oh, I lost my place. I got dizzy. Ooh. Ed Burke, Team Hammerfist, and Bobby F. J. Town at the Poppy Club level. Dave Prop Pod Partner, spouse of Ruth Jewelry Affair at RuthJewelryAffair.com, and Ratson and Trenchcoat Tony Kincaid at the Pizza Club level. Doc Remedy, The Riz,
That's
and
me.
Lance Fisher, and at the management level, Bradley. You guys can also support the show at Patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show. All right, we lost Mike for a minute. Riz.
Yes.
Ask me anything
Ask you anything? Is this
From
are we
last
on
night.
Reddit now?
from last night. # free the boobies in the chat.
Was it okay? Was it wrestling related?
What?
Like, was it a wrestling show that you went to?
No, well, they had a pre-show that was a wrestling show.
It was just a concert.
It was a concert. Yeah, no. Oh, wait, do I have to explain the concept of what I did last night?
Yes.
Okay, it was. Were you
'Cause I
confused
thought-
because Roddy
because I-
Piper was on stage?
No, because I thought with your interactions with, Facade, a friend of the show,
Yeah.
that it was a full blown wrestling show
No,
concert.
This is the concert, man. Like this. Look at this
Huh.
stuff. This is the main. Like, there was a whole other theater in this fucking venue. It's like the Masonic Temple up in Detroit, right? And like, it was pretty crazy. And but
There's the Fago.
But the pre-show, hold on, I gotta make sure I don't have any kayfabe photos in there. The pre-show they did was in another room. They also did the after party here too, and yeah, this was the deal for that. And there was just some people around, and unfortunately the footage hasn't uploaded yet for you to show you any of it. But yeah, it was just they did a pre-show thing. And then then people could go into the other thing, and there were meet and greets, and there was merch, and there were banners everywhere from old Hallowickeds. So there's me with the sign, so I can prove I was there at JCW.
See,
that was fun.
that was the sign I saw you.
Yeah,
that's the
yeah, it's
picture
when I
saw,
stuck in
because
there.
I was like, wait, is this so?
Like,
that's where I was like,
dude,
is this
it was a
full
big deal. They
show,
had
or
these
is
big
it-
lights out front and everything. They were rolling.
Oh, yeah, the lights were rolling, sort of.
Yeah, no, it was like
I'm
you
sure
know,
that wasn't the
look
only
the
thing.
That
fancy
was-
holo-
there's a
the fancy
light that was
premiere
rolling
lights. Look
right
at the fancy
there.
premiere lights in slow motion with this guy smoking a cigarette. You know, that's how they roll in Detroit, dude. It was just great to see security just singing along with all this shit too. Like that was fucking wild. You know, just like, oh, they're not just like, oh no, I got this gig. It was like, oh, I'm in Detroit. Like everybody's a fucking juggalo. So that was fantastic. There's a little bit more footage for you guys of what that stuff looked like. But anyways, yeah, that's it. This is my fucking shit, guys. Like this is like the best energy ever. I always talk about being in camera at 880 because like it feels like a mosh pit, and then like this is
You
what
go
I was
to a
looking
mosh
for.
pit.
Then I went
Like,
to a
you're
mosh
in a
pit.
mosh pit.
I was in a mosh pit, and then Brawley from Dragon Ball Z was in the mosh pit. So yeah, that was a dude. I fucking love this show. It's so much fun because you're just like, what the fuck are you dressed as? But yeah, it was a blast. It was so much fun. The set was awesome. That's one of the coolest sets I've seen from them in a long time. So it's a old in cornfield kind of creepy.
It's very like indoorsy gathering, really. Like if right? Is that how it looks
What?
like?
What?
Is it because the stage, you said the stage has like the cornfieldy feel
Yeah,
to it.
yeah. Like
Obviously it's Halloweeny and
yeah, this
stuff
be
like
closer to the there's Brawley right there. You see the little green? That's his Brawley outfit.
Wow.
Like it was actually Facade that pointed him out. It was just like, oh hey, and then here's Roddy Piper at the end. You can have fun with that. That's where everybody comes on stage and throws the rest of the Fago out. Facade actually made it up there at some point. So
Why does that not surprise me?
he's like, I got a plan, bro.
I'm surprised he
"All right."
didn't jump off of it.
He didn't jump off of anything. It was okay. No, he jumped off of the ring into the outside.
Yeah,
But
he
I mean,
jumped off
he
the
did
things
his
probably.
typical Facade thing, right? So he I think he did want to jump off the one balcony though.
So going back to the pre-show,
Yes.
was the wrestling good?
Oh, dude, this freaking for what ends up being nothing was filmed officially fully for any kind of release. But your show was Josh Bishop, who's our JCW champion, against Joey Janela, Madman Pondo, and I will escape his name. I had a full chat with this guy about Weed Whackers. Where is he at? They had an Anything Goes match, which included a Weed Whacker, included an exploding bat, which I wish I had the heads up on that one
Okay.
because it scared the shit out of me. You know the throwdown poppers kind of thing.
Yeah.
They wrapped it with that, and he told me a really cool trick that they do for something else that I'm not going to give away. Maybe I'll tell you guys offline or something. But it was like I'm not going to give up the tricks of the trade here. But anyways, so yeah, it was that. They had Enzo against if you're local, you may know Chuck Stone from Bulking Season, who showed up as Chuck Stoned.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, because
I get it. I
Yeah,
get it.
you get it?
yeah.
Do you get
see
the-
what we're playing
the
with here?
reference?
You see what we're playing with here? Yeah, yeah.
We're playing fast and loose with a little wordplay here.
Yeah. Welcome to the fucking
it's
Juggalo
like
show.
Stone,
Dude,
but with a-
the greatest thing, still the greatest thing, if you can find video of it, the greatest thing is Colt Cabana coming as Officer
Yes.
Colt Cabana at the
I've
gathering.
I've heard tell of this.
And they were
yeah.
telling me about, somebody was telling me about how great it is because he'll go out and do that. People will love him, getting pictures of him. Yeah, fucking Colt. He will show up, he's in the vest, doing his gimmick, saying he's gonna arrest everybody and for weed or whatever and everything. And they are throwing fucking beer bottles at him. They're like, fuck this guy. The whole crowd hates him. Same guys are throwing about, as soon as it's over, he's out of the vest. fucking cold. Everybody loves them. Like it's real fucking fun, right? Facade and Matt Justice was the other match. Jackson Stone and Congo Kong. JJ Escobar was the guy that took on Madman Pondo. So it was like 5 matches, and
nice.
it was like included in people's tickets and shit, and it was a lot of fun, and it was the IW crew that was putting it together. Yes, Officer Cobana versus the Weed Man, classic JCW rivalry. Nice call out, Tina. Wow, that is impressive.
Oh yeah, Tina said she's been a Juggalo for a while.
Holy shit! Did I know that?
She said she's been a member of the Dark Carnival for years.
Oh shit!
So there we go.
Just made Sorg's night again.
Oh, and she is from down in Cincinnati. That makes a lot of sense, actually. So that's a fucking clown town. Yeah, this whole show is gonna be about ICP. I'm sorry, guys.
I mean, again,
so much we can.
And it applies. And I talked to the dude. If you saw the video of Jay talking about the Riddle Box match at NWA's pay-per-view, which was out of Cleveland this weekend. The guy that was hanging ringside, he was taking shots all night. I guess he was Jay's video guy, and he showed me the behind-the-scenes like pictures of them filming this fucking video here that they used on the pay-per-view. Like, that was fucking cool. But yeah, I mean, he's in the wrestling news. Like, it's blowing my mind as, like, this world where, like, oh, I just watched a pay-per-view where Violent J got booked by Billy Corgan.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
And he's facing.
It also sounds like something that could have happened at Ozfest '98.
A little bit, right? A little bit. I don't. The clowns would have not done well at Ozfest.
Or WCW in like 2000.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh yeah, and ringside for this match, and I'm talking about NWA's Sam Hain show. Sam Hain? No,
Sam
they say it like different on this thing, dude. We'll talk about this fucking show. It's in this place called Temple Live. About a year ago, I worked with Circle 6 on a double shot for Detroit, Cleveland, and there's another room there. You might have seen like pictures, like a nice ornate wood room, a big red carpet. Exodus Pro EC3's fed to their first show there, the one before I got involved in it. And I did not know this was one of the coolest looking venues I've seen. It was really they did some fun stuff with a jib camera for the.
Is that like the one where Nate Webb like went all over the place?
Yeah. And then he was like serenading Gregory Iron from the balcony and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, did you do supervise on that? Did I give you the link for that one? Yeah.
You gave me a job for that.
Let's download. I should not to download anymore. In our internal crew, I will sometimes give people a link just to make sure it's working okay on the outside, because it's kind of hard inside to see how all the audio is working and everything. So they're kind of I assign, and also Riz does production for me. So like that's.
So Sorg sent me this. The
Hey, the show's gonna be kind of weird. Keep an eye on it. Let me know. Let me know if it gets fucking weird. Technically, okay.
And I believe the only things that I said in that whole thing was, "Oh my fucking god, that's Nate fucking Webb."
This is
the entire time.
This is the pre-show, so you can see a little bit of the venue situation. I actually didn't get to watch. She was at Exodus. This Tiffany Knives is real fucking good. Real fucking good. But yeah, no, it's not. I think it's probably not fully filled in here. But really cool. Our buddy Jordy's in the center, by the way, from Team Big League with McChesney. Saw McChesney shirts all night. That was fucking cool. I heard a couple other friends of the show were hanging out at the show. So like real cool venue. I loved what they did with this thing. So like interesting space, interesting shape space.
Really good lighting. Too.
Yeah. The lighting's pretty decent. It's very top. It's very top down. Like you got some hard shadows. I'm not too crazy about that. You want the lights to be a little bit like wider, but they're kind of adapting a stage situation for this. So, and you see these like swing arounds that they're doing. They'll do this thing, and then they're gonna drop down below her. Like that kind of thing. Like if they stand there for a moment, you're like, hey, Samantha Starr, we interviewed her on the show. I haven't seen her forever. But that's Jake Roberts' niece, I think, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a while. It was probably like a decade ago or more that we talked to her. But yeah, no, it was very cool with that. Like they would pull that down. And then that jib cam would be I'm going production. I'm sorry, guys. I don't give a fuck right now.
Sorg,
and that
AEW
jib
did things.
And that jib would be like the hard cam for the night, right? So like that was really cool. So I was really, really big on that. And then, and then Sinus Minister would come out and do stuff. And I felt like the gathering because like he'd have like strippers or something around him just doing things. And one time they cut to him, and you probably saw the clip on Twitter, and he was just like doing what was apparently a line of cocaine off the table off the side. I was like, oh, that's
So TK was there.
Woo.
Oh.
I said very specifically, I'm like, you know what I've never seen in wrestling? A line of coke done in front of the camera. So
that was interesting.
ECW probably did.
XPW most definitely did.
XPW did.
And
you know
it was heavily implied that Dario Cueto had just finished some.
yeah.
It was heavily implied. I remember
because he kept like going, like after when somebody interrupted him, right?
Sniff test.
Like somebody would come around, he like just like turn around, right, and do the thing, and then get into everything, right? So, damn it. Oh shit. Anyways,
hey
but
Sorg, so it's been a while since I've been on.
Mhm.
Can I talk very briefly about my New York Comic-Con experience?
You can, but first I want to give people a reminder to go check out IndyWrestling.us, IndyWrestling.network. We have, I'm going to say next week is going to have, I'm going to tell you for sure, next week is going to have 3 live streams. 880 Wrestling on Thursday night is going to happen. And then we got RWA's, Open Season, I think, this month is going down. And then we are also going to have VCW on Sunday. I believe it's the VCW Victory Rumble. So if you're in, and actually that one is going to be a $5 ticket, special occasion there. If anybody wants to stop down there, that's near Wheeling or knows where Wheeling is. Wheeling, West Virginia is. It's south of that. Go to Wheeling, West Virginia, and then go to the smaller town. Yes. Because that's how wrestling works. Anyways, a lot of cool stuff there. And also a shout out with streaming. Let me just say streaming is up in the air depending on something I'm waiting to hear from. But 2PW is also having a big show as well from the side too. As it's a big 4 days of our partners having wrestling shows, and it's fucking great. 4 days of productions, a lot of live streaming. Riz is shaking his head because like, oh my god, I'm going to sleep at the studio between those last 2 shows. So that's a thing. Hi, Riz. How you doing, buddy?
Did you hear like the helicopters in my head going round and round?
No.
Like
what? The helicopters in your head?
Like in those war movies. Having flashbacks.
You're having flashbacks? It hasn't happened yet. Well, you haven't done this before, have you? I haven't put you back to back like this, have you? Thankfully, you're just doing graphics or something. So,
or something.
You're not we're not putting you in danger. Oh, by the way,
is there a PTSD but for pre-traumatic stress disorder?
You.
By the way, I
did put me in danger.
By the way, Riz,
last time I went to VCW.
But by the way, Riz, I might need you to do camera off tomorrow night. I meant to tell you earlier.
That's fine.
So we're kind of short staffed.
Oh, that's fine.
That's okay, fine. All right. Yeah, you're like, oh, that's safe. There's not
There's not 1,000 people.
You go hang out by Tupac family.
Yeah, I get to hang out by
Tupac family. You can hang out.
And
with them.
also,
cool.
I don't think
you just give me shots of him headbanging to the music.
And also, there's not going to be too many people there or a.
This is the one that's gonna be fucking full, Riz. It's gonna be like a Friday night. You watch. I have no idea. I don't know any plans for the bar.
I'm almost certain the Andersons are going to be there, and they bring
Anderson.
their entire family.
Yeah. The Andersons.
So,
oh my
it's
God, the Halloween show. They went. Yes, Mike, have you heard this about how Jacob Fatu joined the Andersons?
I've heard about this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, one of the I would say one of the Fatus. One of the Andersons.
He's my favorite Anderson, right next to CW.
Yeah. One of the Andersons came out in the battle royal, the Halloween battle royal, last week as Jacob Anderson. No soul headbutts. It was so much fun. I'm so glad this happened because I'm like, guys, why aren't you doing a costume battle royal next week? And they're like, yeah, we're gonna have a costume. One of the Andersons is a shark. Reese is just wearing a skeleton shirt. Riz made titles for everybody because Reese Hayes is Reese's Pieces. A professional treat.
Yep.
So
Professional treat. That's
yeah,
fantastic.
yeah, that was pretty good. I was
you fixed that part. Okay.
I fixed what part?
It
Oh,
was.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was something really, really bad happening with the stream last week that we didn't realize until we went going. Hey, it's Thursday. That's for experimentation, right? So, like, it's
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
More
yeah.
ways than one
So,
sword.
yeah, go check that out. That's 880 Wrestling's Thursday Night Fights, the Halloween edition from last Thursday. I don't know what day it was, but go check that out. A lot of fun, a lot of costume
Thursday.
stuff. There's a bad bunny in there. Or naughty bunny, I guess. So in everything. Oh yeah, there he is.
It's a
Actually,
rascally
yeah, they
rabbit.
are right there. Actually, so
Wait.
what?
Wait till-
Oh, there you go.
there it is.
The rascally rabbit. Look at that
That was-
tail.
That was
Wow.
Missy, by the way.
That was
that made
Missy,
that
of
one.
course, of course. I'm pretty sure Marco is Missy's. Marco Narciso is Missy's favorite wrestler at 880. So
Oh yeah.
it definitely has the most. This is the first time we've choreographed entrances, by the way, with video. So and CL gets it every fucking time. I love it.
I appreciate he's just doing the Velvet Sky entrance.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
definitely.
Just like
I end up on.
let the bunnies loose.
I somebody share that with them, all right? Anyways. Has Officer Cabana ever faced Erica Lee? No, that needs to happen. Officer Erica Lee. No, she did
But
that.
does
with,
Officer Cole Cabana also share a bank account with his mother?
Oh.
I just need to know if the police department, pays a little bit better than a professional wrestler / podcaster.
Probably. They probably do. They have a union. It's
Imagine,
fine.
probably do.
They have a
right?
union.
Yeah. Maybe a pension.
maybe
like,
health
you know,
insurance.
professional wrestling
Maybe
is-
some health insurance.
Yeah.
Maybe some health insurance. That'd be good.
No wonder he joined the force.
Yeah, gotta support the wrestling habit with the policing. So, jeez.
Oh.
Fuck. What are we? How did we get here? How did we get here, guys?
Comic-Con.
Comic-Con. I was
talking
gonna
about-
let
I'm
you
talking
talk about Comic-Con, but first
Yes.
we're gonna
Yeah,
go to this break and we'll be right back.
What? Oh.
Oh,
No,
boy.
Go ahead.
Well, no, because you brought up Jake Roberts, and it made me remember that before I became a father, I was at Comic-Con.
In
was a whirlwind.
the before days, before
In-
I was
yeah.
a father, before my procreation came to term,
Mhm.
I was hanging at the Comic-Con.
Yeah.
I was
Keep
dressed.
in mind.
I was
keep in mind.
I was
I
dressed as
want-
a cartoon character, probably.
I want people to know this. My son has no sense of timing. He came a month early.
Oh, it's not gonna get better, I'm sure.
He was supposed to be a Survivor Series baby.
Okay.
He wasn't even a Crown Jewel baby.
Oh, well, that's probably for the
Oh.
better.
Like,
Was he a
no,
fast
I
lane
mean, no,
baby?
but
I'm not
like-
even a fast lane baby. What
He
event
was- he
happened
was
then?
close-
What
He was closer to a Halloween Havoc baby.
Oh, what weekend was that again? What day was that?
The 18th.
The
It was a
18th.
Tuesday.
It's a Bound for Glory baby.
I like that.
'Cause I
By the
think-
way, so excited. TNA is back.
Yes.
So, and I'm gonna say it, even though I don't mean it. I'm saying it for nostalgic purposes. Fuck TNA.
I love it. Like where?
And by the way, that just means this thing is gonna skyrocket in value now.
Nice. Nice.
Hell yeah.
Well, yeah. I need to pull out my TNA action figures and bring them in.
Adrenaline rush. Adrenaline rush.
You know, it's fucking
Adrenaline
weird.
rush,
Did
adrenaline rush.
you know? So I have that collection of like a small collection of signed Impact Wrestling figures that I won at a raffle, and we ended up interviewing, or I ended up working with on a documentary with every one of them. Like that was real fucking weird.
That's wild.
The only one that's not on my wall that we haven't done anything with is Mike Knox. And Mike Knox, by the way, is very
Like
active
Hugh
in
Knoxville.
very active in NWA And if I continue working with a certain promotion, I think there might be a small chance I'll work with them in the near future, which will be
Sorg,
close.
if that's the case, you need to bring Chad and Dave.
I can't. I don't know, man. I
Just
will at
put them on
least.
cameras.
I will at least
put them
have
on
to
cameras so they can scream Michael Q Knoxville.
I at least have to get a selfie with him to share or something.
Mhm.
Like if he shows up
Absolutely.
a ways. He's teaming with Trevor Murdoch. They had him. Oh God, what was the match they had? They had a championship match with
That alone.
with Sandow's guys.
God, why does that really track for me?
What?
Mike Knox and Trevor
Knox has got Knox is super beardy now, right? Like even more so.
course, he's
Like
always super
crazy
beardy.
super beardy. And Sandow. And by the way, fuck, I'm sorry, I keep going back to this. Don't let you talk about Comic-Con. But Sandow has this thing about hiding in other costumes. I think I showed a couple weeks ago from the Exodus show where he hid in the bear, like the psychedelic bear costume, and he hid as one of the knights on stage because he was banned from the match. And then, but apparently he had previous relations with Maid Marian because it was a Knights of the Round Table match. Mike, okay, hold on. I'm going to put this on you for reaction, Mike. Okay, he's got his guys. I forget what they call them, but they're like the kind of this executioner kind of. They have the mask kind of thing. And Aaron Stevens, Damian Sandow. By the way, people backstage still call him Sandow. I thought that was tremendous.
Of course. Why wouldn't they?
And they, they kind of threw these stipulations out, but never explained them until the show. So everybody's like, what does that even mean? So there's that kind of situation, right? And they're literally just chucking each other through these tables. And they're like, and they just keep announcing that was not a round table. Therefore the match continues. And then finally there's one round table that's been sitting beside the stage the entire night, and they finally threw somebody through it because, like, Sandow came out en masse and then did it. But in the meantime, yes, there's knights on stage. There was a midget jester guy, too, that ended up getting put through a tiny table. And there was a Maid Marian because there was, like, a throne for some reason the entire night. And apparently Aaron had a previous relationship with her that went sour. So when she realized it was him the whole time, she chased him off.
Of course,
there was a lot. There was Mike. I got the thing. It's on the share account for the Mayhem. If you have some time.
Sorg, I'm not gonna have any time.
I know.
I apologize.
I know fun. This is a big really ask. But at least, like, find 2 or 3 of the matches where you're like, I want to know what the fuck that's about, and please watch them. Also, Tom Latimer as Macho Man Randy Savage with Camille as Elizabeth. Holy shit, that was good. Did you see pictures of this?
No. Is it better than my Randy Savage?
Physically, yes. Because
physically, okay, all right, I'll accept physically.
Because
physically.
Have you seen fucking Tom Latimer? Yeah, no, I think he's got you beat, man. I think he's
that's fair.
Definitely
that's fair. I
got you beat here.
That.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. Absolutely. Yeah.
And by the way, I stood next to this dude. That is a fucking big dude. Okay.
Yeah.
I talked about this a few weeks ago. Like the NWA guys they got, like they're not just like they're like jacked and they're fucking huge. Okay. Like these are like when you think wrestlers, these are fucking wrestlers that they're booking over there.
So speaking of jacked and fucking huge.
Yeah. By the way, he had the whole Star Tights and everything with his name on it, like fucking classic.
Excellent.
It was great.
So I met Jake Roberts at Comic-Con.
Okay.
My word, the man is still just a beast of a man.
Oh, he's tall as hell, right?
He's tall and he's fucking burly as shit. Sorg, I'm gonna
what?
drop a picture.
Wait, he's what?
He's burly. He's
burly.
Like a big, thick man.
Yeah. But
Sorg, so I'm going to put a picture.
I only see them in passing since he's gotten right. But I saw him a few times when he was not okay. Okay.
Sorg, I'm gonna post a picture in the Slack so you can show it on the
by the way,
on the screen.
He's 6'5", so he dwarfs me a little bit. I'm 6'4". Okay.
Yeah, like I don't know what I was expecting because I've only ever seen him comparatively to other people
Like
who I've
Hulk,
also not
like
met.
Hulk fucking Hogan and shit, who's also 6'5", right?
Yeah, but I have never seen Hogan in person before.
Yeah, true.
Well, at least not like up
Not-
close and personal. But like, so I put the picture in the chat. He is enormous, still at his age, and he was the nicest person.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
He was lovely because I told him, I'm like, the first thing I ever saw him wrestling. And I've told this story before, but I told it to him. And I was very pleased with myself. That I was
I'm
able
sorry.
to
Which
do
chat
it.
is this one in?
It's in the Mayhem Slack chat.
Slack chat. Okay, thank you. Sorry, just needed to narrow it down so I could pull it up.
No, it's fine. But I was able to tell the guy who got me into pro wrestling
Mm-hmm.
that he got me into pro wrestling and legitimately changed the course of my entire life.
Oh, that's amazing.
Changed the course of my entire life. If I wasn't flipping around channels looking for something to watch after American Gladiators and came upon a bright flashing red X saying like censored.
Yeah.
Jake Roberts using that cobra to bite the arm of the Macho Man.
Yeah.
And if that didn't captivate me like it did back in 1991, I do not know what I'd be doing with my life. I legitimately do not know.
That's great.
And it was so cool that I was able to tell him that.
And then
And I had the figure of him with the cobra, and he signed it for me.
the little plastic one.
Yeah.
Or the
Yeah,
Hasbro's.
like WWE came out with the one from that incident.
Oh.
Like it had, yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh. Okay. So yeah, it was a
like
new one.
like
Okay.
the Legends figure. Like I'll put that
Nice.
one in chat too. But
That's great.
but yeah, like the Legends figure of him with the cobra, and I brought it specific. Like once I heard he was gonna be there, I'm like, I have to find Jake Roberts.
And this relates to this. I found a picture of Tom Latimer in full garb on the entrance.
Oh, okay, yeah,
That's fucking
good.
spot on, isn't it?
that's pretty good.
That's
pretty good.
great. Anyways, no, that's fucking awesome, dude. That's great.
Yeah.
I did
It-
not
it
have
was-
that
it was
experience when I met Mollendorf.
But yeah, like I was so excited, and I got to see other wrestlers there. I saw Danhausen just walking around. I saw Orange Cassidy just walking around.
Mm-hmm.
I saw Lex Luger. I saw Matt Hardy. I saw Ted DiBiase. I got to meet MJF. Salt of the earth. Just great
Salt of
guy.
the earth, he says.
Great guy. But it's funny because he actually worked with one of my friends on a movie recently.
Mm-hmm.
That
My-
movie?
No, not this
Not
one
the
hasn't been,
Claw,
this one hasn't
okay.
been announced yet or anything like that.
Not the Iron Claw. Okay.
No, not the Iron Claw.
Mm-hmm.
It's one that was literally filming like a month and a half ago.
Mm-hmm. This is
but-
probably why MJF disappears from the show like for a week at a time,
Yep.
right? So I mean,
Mhm.
it's good, but
Yeah.
but the nice thing is the way they do things. You can do that, right?
But it's funny, like she told me he was absolutely nothing but a delight. She
Mhm.
photoshopped pictures of his cat for him.
Hmm.
Like and I mentioned that to him, and he had nothing but positive things to say about her. It was very cool. Signed an 8x10 for me. I took a picture with him. He flipped off the camera because, of course,
MJF. Yeah.
yes.
Mhm.
And I also met one Miss Mercedes Varnado, a Miss Sasha Banks.
Monet. It's Mercedes Monet.
Well, that wasn't how she was billed at Comic-Con.
Mm-hmm.
She was billed under her
It's all
real
about the
name.
money. The money.
about the
Watch
money.
that. Watch that. Intro video.
Monet.
Monet.
I watched that video, intro video, over and over again. That one show.
But
it was like the
and
test we were doing. Good.
she was an absolute delight as well. I did not talk to her about WWE. I didn't talk to her about New Japan. I talked to her about The Mandalorian. That's what I do.
Mhm.
And she had a fun story. So, in The Mandalorian, her character Coscar Reeves hits Boba Fett with a tornado DDT using her jetpack. Which I'm sure when that happened, we all freaked out about. I told her when I watched that, I screamed so loudly I woke up everyone in my house, which was true because it was 3 o'clock in the morning. And she laughed and she said, "So funny story about that. They just wanted her to like grab Boba Fett by the neck and like do a headlock takeover." And she was like, no, it's okay, I got this. And she talked to the stunt guy about what to do.
The stunt guy for Pascal.
Yeah. No, for Boba Fett.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm mixing my Mandos.
You're mixing your Mandos up. But she just told him what to do, and she just did it one take, and she said Favreau jumped up like, "Holy fucking shit, what was that?" And that's what got in the show.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
I love little stories like that you only get at like cons. It's fantastic. But yeah, Sasha also just a goddamn delight. Lovely person.
Oh man. That reminds me, I gotta remind you. I need to tell you another story after the show. Geez, I don't know where to go from that. You got anything? That's awesome. So and most of them were at the Headlocked booth, right? I know you usually don't get a chance to talk to Mike Kingston because like it's so crazy over there.
Oh well, they had so it wasn't a Headlocked booth. It was like this hero, like Hideout Heroes or something like that.
Okay.
Hideout for Heroes, and they had 2 booths. So it was a lot, and plus I was going around, I was doing other stuff too.
Yeah, definitely.
Which I can talk about on Patreon.
Sure. See what else he got into. Awesome. So, I was just kind of curious to see who was there at this thing. 2020.
Oh, there were a lot. Like Will Hobbs was there.
Yeah.
He was probably the most modern person at that booth.
Yeah, I see the list now because I see
Ron Simmons was there.
Jake Roberts, Buck Bagwell. Looks like the Dudleys were there. Demolition, Brian Myers, Rikishi, Mick Foley. And he has a
I saw Mick Foley there. Also, Mick Foley just did an episode of Hot Ones.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. That was fun.
Love it. All right. You know what? Let's wrap it up. We're having a good time, but I don't want to go too late here because I'm already a couple beers in. And we know how that can go. We'll save that for the Patreon, guys. That would be beer 3.
Sorg is gonna boop the camera multiple times.
I'm doing great.
Sorg's gonna boop the Patreon.
Sorry, I'm having a bachelor week. So, anyway.
Oh, is that this? Wait, is that this week?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Sorg's sleeping at the studio.
Well, no, I gotta go. Oh shit, I need to get food for my dog. Anyways, hurry up! I need to go to the grocery store.
Hurry up! Glug glug glug.
Glug glug. Yeah. By the way, Sheetz has like alcoholic milkshakes now.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, they've had that.
Like I saw this. I'm like, wait a minute. So wait, I can't like dip. So I gotta drink this here, right? You know, like I wasn't. I was like, wait a minute. And it was in. Was I in PA? I think I was in PA. I'm pretty sure I was in PA. So yeah. Anyway,
I know Sheetz and I know Get Go, which is like a local thing here. Have like
Sheetz is kind of listen. We got somebody on the West Coast right now listening.
Yeah.
If you're and I know there's people all around the place. I've looked.
It's
at
a gas station.
It's a gas station. That's not scary food. Okay, let's put it that way. Okay, you're not just like I'm taking this thing off of the cold shelf and feeling sad about myself, like me when I grab something from the fucking Love's place, the Love's truck stop this morning. God, yeah, it's probably like 3 a.m.
Love's truck stop sounds legitimately like a terrible place.
Actually, they're not bad as long as you're not traveling overnight because there's usually a Hardee's or an Arby's or a Carl's Jr. if you're out west. What? Okay. Dude, we lived on Hardee's and at Carl's Jr. for most of that RV trip for 3 weeks. It was great because we could only stop at Love's because they all had the pet walks, so the dogs could go out, you know, on the trip. except for Texas didn't have them for some reason. That was weird. Anyways, where we at? Guys, what did you learn from wrestling this week? What did you learn from wrestling this week? I also want to go to C2E2, by the way, too. So yeah, so since I have a lot of Chicago connections now, like that actually would probably be a lot more fun to go to now than like 10 years ago. So, Dave Ponder learned or confirmed that Kevin Owens is a goddamn national treasure with one punch taking down both Grayson and Theory and talking up to Jamie Noble.
Yep.
Oh, geez, I saw that in passing. So yeah. Mike, what did you learn this week?
I learned that people who don't watch NXT are finally going to start to realize how awesome the Creed brothers are.
Oh yeah. By the way, I only watched the first bit of last night's NXT Halloween Havoc. I need to finish it. I was trying to catch up for this show. So.
Well, you watched Raw, right?
Yeah, I did.
The match with Alpha Academy, that was legit gonna be my first Mayhem Mania match.
I saw that.
That was legit gonna be my first Mayhem Mania match, and it already happened.
Now it's just a debut match.
Can't.
Although I love,
you can still do it. It's.
I love that she's just a Creed brother when they announced her.
Mm-hmm. Well,
he's this, and she's this. They're the Creed brothers. I'm like, I don't know if that math is right.
We were watching Raw, and my wife doesn't watch NXT, other than when we go to it.
Mm-hmm.
But she didn't see the Creed brothers, and I was extremely excited about the match. So I'm like, oh, dude, you gotta watch this match. This match is gonna be fucking awesome. And she loves Otis, so she was already in. She saw Ivy Nile, and she's like, who is that? And can she fight Bianca soon? And I was like, that's why you're my wife. That's why you're my wife right there.
Yes. I love Halloween shows. I still love Halloween shows. Between what we did what we did at 880, the NWA show was just like a hot mess, a wonderful hot mess, by the way. And seeing what happened in the Trick or Street fight, but leading into the Trick or Street fight, we had Bob the Intern on Natty Neidhart's Twitter feed that was finding like Natty grabbing Zack Ryder's crotch, finding the old hot mess picture from Impact Wrestling going into it, and Natty and Chelsea's accounts just going back and forth about this thing. And then also, let me see if I can grab a picture. Also, I don't know why Natty was doing a cosplay costume for the bunny from AEW, but there that is. So
I wish the Natty that exists on Twitter was the Natty we got on screen.
I know, right? I know. But
also, Sorg, speaking of Halloween.
Well, hold on. I'm not finished with this bit here because I want to make sure people see the coup de resistance from the match from last night, and that is Natty and Piper as the Howard Foundation, Brett and Neidhart, complete with Neidhart chest hair on Piper.
The best that happened to this, and Mike, I'm going to get to your. You can go after this. The best is after the match. Piper came out like Piper lost the beard, but kept the mustache, and looked like the guy from MythBusters.
Yes. I can see that.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
Like she lost.
I do kind of wish
mustache. She lost the beard.
I kind of wish the match was Piper versus Natty.
I know, right? But
that fits better.
Just so we had that.
They're kind
of Natty essentially fighting her dad.
They're just kind of putting. Yeah, that would have been interesting. But I feel like that would have been a little weird for Natty. Okay, so but
Sorg. The Riot Squad had a fathead of Jim Neidhart and put Natty through that table. I'm pretty sure she's had her fill of weird.
Okay, there you go.
And that was like a month or so after he died.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure she's cool. But
yeah, go ahead with
did
yours.
you guys-
I'm pulling up the
Did you
next
guys
one.
did you guys see the match that happened before SmackDown last week?
Before SmackDown.
Before.
No,
Before
because that would
SmackDown.
be because that would be a dark match, right?
Oh no, it was before the fans even got to the arena.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I saw that.
Tell me more.
We finally had a blow off. I'm gonna see if I can find it. A blow off to one of the biggest feuds in WWE history, Sword.
Okay.
It's like 3 years in the making.
Oh, it was longer than that.
Longer than 3 years?
Oh, okay. There's Sorg. There's a whole YouTube. I'm putting it in
Slack
the
chat.
chat in the Facebook chat right now. Sorg. Dream match.
Hold on. Wait
Dream
Wait
match.
for him to pull it up. Wait for the reveal.
Yep. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait.
I'm working. Oh my god, I
But
can't do
literal dream match.
Dream match of. Oh no. Oh no. What is this?
Oh yeah.
What is happening here?
Bailey versus Michael Cole.
Oh no.
Happened.
And this is
It
and
happened.
everybody's milling about and stuff. Oh no. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Okay.
no.
Oh yeah.
Is Bailey wearing a Steve Blackman shirt?
Yeah.
A Lethal
Of
Weapon
course she is.
Steve Blackman shirt.
Of course she is, because Bailey is once and for all the best.
Is that Selena Vega?
No, that is
No.
Kayla Braxton.
Yeah.
Which makes
That's
it
Kayla
even
Braxton?
better. That is Kayla, which makes it even better.
Oh, it's amazing. Holy shit.
How amazing is that?
This is is this a
How amazing is that?
Oh man, that's so good. That's so great.
She has the soul patch and everything.
Yes. So
Oh
good.
God.
Potter
The stuff dreams have made of. Really.
from the chat, this was a good one today. The Doja Cat, I've never heard of Doja Cat before. Doja Cat AEW video is fucking fantastic. So
The Doja Cat was in the Barbie movie, Sword.
oh, okay.
She played one of the she played one of the Barbies.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I need to get another look at her then. I probably wouldn't recognize.
I think she
Anyways.
was a mermaid.
Oh, okay. But anyways, no, that was a lot. That was a good video.
Yeah. Doja Cat did more to sell the AEW women's division than Tony Khan has in a year.
That's right. That's what
There it
Talina
is.
alluded to as well. Willow's a part of that as well. Britt Baker.
They're all in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nyla Rose, Saraya. Like really good lineup there. That's a lot of fun. So yeah, that's
It's
really cool.
fantastic.
Yeah, it's good. And
They're doing
Yeah.
something with them. That's good.
I wish it had something to do with that important announcement TK had.
No, yeah. The important announcement was like, we're selling tickets for next week's show. That's your show already. It was like,
Like,
okay.
Cool.
That was so
they
awkward.
don't need to do it.
That was so awkward. That's when like the head guy has no filter, to tell him like maybe this doesn't work out, buddy. When you're the billionaire dude, So, but whatever.
Yeah.
Like that.
like-
It was fine. I mean, it was fine. Like, okay, it's not
If they just did it without saying TK has an important announcement, it'd
exactly.
be fine.
They have
But it
built
would be
this
fine.
because they built this stuff out so much, and the way they presented it as, and we're giving a present to you guys, buy tickets. Like, what the fuck, guys? Like the messaging's weird. The messaging's weird. Like the way it came off. So I don't know who is. Yeah, I don't know.
The message was, oh my goodness, they're doing more ticket sales for a sold out show next. Like
Yeah,
Who the fuck
WWE is doing a
cares?
sold
We're
out
getting a head
show.
start,
We
baby.
have to one up them now.
yeah.
And why not make a special announcement that we're opening up for tickets?
Mm-hmm.
That's an amazing idea.
What are they competing with?
Me?
Is the German show happening? Like, yeah, the German show is happening next week for WWE.
No, German show's next year.
That's what the week
German
after.
show-
No, the week after that show is the Germany show. I
Oh,
don't
yeah,
know.
but-
I don't know if shows happening in other European countries affect the draws of other ones. necessarily.
I don't think it's about the German show.
I know Europe's
It's about
like,
next week.
Wait, what was next week?
The pay-per-view, or whatever they're calling it.
What?
Because WWE said that they're opening up more tickets for the sold-out show in Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
That's why they're at. I believe that's why they said they're opening up more tickets in AEW now.
Well, no, the tickets hadn't even gone on sale yet.
Yeah.
Or
The point.
This was just
the
the
point
announcement that
was
they're going on sale next month.
the point is
Which
the
is so
early
stupid.
pre-sale is happening in December for the August show. That was the announcement.
that's
Yeah.
stupid.
It's literally a nothing burger.
Yeah, and
It's a nothing announcement.
Nigel did not help it. It just,
No,
like,
no. If Nigel said, "And I'm going to be wrestling at that show,"
I thought because he was
That'd
starting to
be
allude to
fantastic.
something, and I thought he was going to do another dig on Bryan Danielson.
well, you know what? He can't do that now because Brian broke his orbital bone. So who knows if Brian's even going to be cleared?
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see
I
what
legit
happens
thought that Brian's broken orbital bone was a work for him to play his hits from his ROH career. I legit thought that for half a second.
Oh, jeez.
I actually learned something today.
Okay.
I learned that New Japan is doing what every major wrestling promotion should do. Tell the fans,
Oh.
do not do anything. Do not go. Do not. If you find somebody in public, don't talk to them. Don't wait. Don't go out to the performance center and wait.
Mhm.
There's not going to be any lines there for you. There's not going to be a giant waiting area. Just don't.
So,
And New Japan is doing that with their fans.
Mhm.
And like I have the list here, if I may read the official statement from New Japan.
Go- what is? Wait, I feel like we're doing a bit here. What is?
No,
Nope,
it's
no, this is not a
it's
bit.
real.
Okay,
Because
yeah.
we kindly, in yellow font, it says, we kindly ask fans to refrain from the following:
Mm-hmm.
waiting at dojos, venues, hotels, and places of transit for wrestlers, as well as photography and video taken without consent.
Mm-hmm.
Approaching wrestlers and requesting photographs or autographs outside of designated meet and greet events.
Mm-hmm.
Directly bringing gifts and fan mail to wrestlers. Ew. And gathering in large numbers around venues for wrestlers.
Mm-hmm.
Like that should be like, as somebody who like, and I pointed this out myself. I'm like, as somebody who's very socially awkward,
Mm-hmm.
I see people. I sometimes see, even some of our friends, like some of the friends of the show, and it's like, oh, they're probably. I wait for them to like acknowledge
Mm-hmm.
that they know me from somewhere, and I'm like, oh, hi, it's good, hi, this is everything. But that's it.
Yeah, you and me are just like, I don't want to fucking bother anybody.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
good.
But
and
also,
that's it.
like I understand where the fans are coming from, and I understand why the fans maybe don't see why that's not, because I made a probably quite terrible comment several years ago about something happening with Stephanie McMahon, and I was like, that's okay, she's not a real person, she's a celebrity, right? But like it was a terrible thing. I said I was making some point. I was definitely going over the thing for whatever point we were trying to make for the show, right? For devil's advocate, whatever. And that turns around because that's the philosophy, right? You're not a person. You're the object of my fandom and affection, right?
Mhm.
So and we've had lots of conversations on this show off air about fans that don't get like the social awkwardness, right? Like we talked about this like with indie shows, like we're just, we're trying to like, hey, like there's some people here that are like, this is the thing that happens every month for them, and this is the biggest thing in the world to them. this indie show or this show or AEW or WWE, whatever it is, and to have a chance to be in the same. I just seeing this with people around the ICP. You like freak out because you're like, this is the thing that I listen to all the time, and you're the person and you're the embodiment of this thing, and people don't know how to react. I don't know what to do with my hands, kind of situation. So yeah, but people don't understand boundaries. They are not there for you as your to receive you and your fandom 24/7, right? So I know.
I want to know what happened.
I know. I just like, what the fuck happened in New Japan, right? Did it happen in Vegas? Did it happen on the tour that's happening over there right now? Like, what happened?
Who pissed off?
Who dry humped Okada? Let me know.
Who pissed off Ishii that they almost destroyed them?
Who gave a pair of used socks to Maki Ito?
What?
I don't think.
What? That's not. First of all, she's not in New Japan.
Okay, I don't know. I was guessing.
Okay, that's a good guy. At least you're on the right.
I was trying to mad.
You might want to watch.
He's on the right continent at least, so
It's Japan. I've been there. I'm in the ballpark.
Japan has more.
I'm in the ballpark.
You're in the hemisphere. Yeah. But no, but that's right. And sometimes people need to be reminded. I think AEW is very good about we talked about a bit ago about a bad terrible sign that was in the crowd, and they Enjoy's really good about this too. But you're going to respect this about the people around you, right? Right. And that leads to leading the culture. And I don't think, and WWE doesn't do that. WWE gives you a warning about sharing their fucking content. So that's what they do. That's what's most important to them.
WWE also polices stuff that comes in before.
Absolutely.
Gets to the seats.
Absolutely. But also it's not, and that's not why I'm worried about what comes to the seats. I'm worried about the attitudes of the people around, right? And actually, we're kind of apples and oranges because we're talking about treating the wrestlers the same way versus the statement AEW is treating each other the same way, the right way. So
WWE does WWE had that incident with who was it? Was it Bailey?
Sonya Deville. Sonya Deville. Yeah, plus they had another incident that
they
somebody
had another one at the performance center.
Yeah. Oh, somebody. It was in our chat or something. Somebody's talking about how somebody wanted to fight A-Train.
Yeah, no,
the performance center.
It was that they were going to fight A-Train.
Yeah.
For Bailey's love.
For Bailey's love.
And I'm like, dude, no.
Listen, man.
I don't get people.
I don't know if I've probably said this on the show. Yeah, I've definitely said this on the show. And I said this to a good friend of mine in the wrestling business. Because you're like, why is shit so weird? It was because you realize the wrestling business does not attract the most even tempered people. If people were well adjusted, they'd be a fucking accountant, okay, and not try to be a wrestler, and the fans are kind of also a lot of times, not all the time, some of the times also kind of in the same boat, and they don't, and shit is not everybody, every single one.
Basically respect boundaries and don't be a fucking.
Yes, I retweeted it for the Mayhem show. Said, "Don't be weird." That's the
don't
rule.
Be weird.
But unfortunately,
or at least be antisocial.
Unfortunately,
don't be creepy weird.
Some people don't have an equal level of agreement of what weird is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. And that's where you come into the stalkers, the creeps, the sometimes sexual offenders, they don't understand that that's not okay, and they need to be like, no, that's fucking not okay. Back the fuck off. Right. So, and, internet, incels, COVID, whatever, but this is probably before any of that. Just some people are just not, I have friends send me so-and-so's messaging me this and sending me this of themselves. I'm just like, how does anybody think that's a good thing? So,
even going back to before COVID, I think it was before COVID. Maybe it was a little bit after it. when WWE started bringing fans back, or that one incident with Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
Like, it started with the guy believing that Seth Rollins owed him money because of an Instagram post, or like.
She's joking, but I like Tina's a small jab with a taser can fix that.
Yeah.
Sometimes we did a little readjustment, you know.
I mean, she's
honestly,
joking, but she's also not wrong.
Yes.
Like, I want to see. Like, I don't want to be there in person, but I want to see a fan go up to the dojo.
Yeah.
For New Japan Dojo and see what happens.
Just try.
Just see if police. Just see if police are called.
Is Satomura?
Or if the wrestlers come out, or if the wrestlers come out and just, you know.
I really want to know what the fuck the dojo thing was. I really want to know. I
hope it comes out. I'm very curious as to what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Like, did someone send like 10 pounds of shrimp to the dojo? I don't know. I
don't
know. I'm just trying to think of something random. Like, it's gotta be something completely random.
I'm trying to see if there's any kind of stories about it, but it was like a couple days ago, so I'm sure it's buried by now. No, they're just old pictures of the Giant, I guess. So, anyways,
yeah. Speaking of the Giant, Big Show's coming back to wrestling.
Yeah.
The Jarrett Sholden lovers.
What an interesting mix, right? I mean, Kota Ibushi. It is 2023. Kota Ibushi is about to be in a tag team with the Big Show. Like, I'm sorry, I'm fucking here for this. I know it's like fucking weird. I'm fucking here for this.
Read the Titan, or whatever they're calling it, the big screen.
I don't fucking care, dude.
It's no more BS.
He's the show.
I know.
You know what that means?
He's the Giant. It's whatever. You know, I don't care.
You know he's going to come out as
He's
Captain
the
Insano.
fucking Big Show. He's Captain Insano, and I am fucking here for it. Either way, I don't fucking care. I am more excited for that match than I really have any right to be. So, yeah. All right, guys. I think that's enough. Right now.
By the way, wrestling happened this week. Stuff happened. You know, there's a pay-per-view.
I think
there's a pay-per-view this weekend.
Oh shit, there is.
There's a pay-per-view.
It's fine. It's
zero.
It's Saudi Arabia.
It's zero
you
WWE.
Don't have to watch it.
You
don't have
You feel
to.
weird about it? Any wrestling. Here's the rule. If you feel weird about it, you don't have to watch it. Okay?
Yeah.
You feel a little funny about weird time traveling in Lucha Underground? That's okay. Move on. You feel like WoW wrestling gets a little too wacky? Yeah, it's okay. If you feel like there's too many flippy shits in AEW, back the fuck off. All right, that's cool too. If you just like, I'm trying to think of anything else. If you think there's too much cocaine in your wrestling, back off of NWA. I get that too. Whatever. To each our own. We all have our levels. That's just where you're at. If you just want wrestling, that's about
wrestling
for chocolate. There's Choco Pro.
Wrestling is subjective.
Yeah. And if you want to watch people wrestling with their feelings, we have the Wrestling Mayhem show, and that includes the Riz. Riz plays games on social medias, and that includes.
I sometimes yell at things.
And that includes Mad Mike wrestling with being a parent, which actually is probably a show that already exists actually.
Yeah, it's called Ms. and Mrs.
Ah, there you go. And then me just wrestling with fucking batshit crazy people. I'm at Sorgatron on social medias. Thank you so much. We're probably going to do a Patreon here because, why the fuck not? It's only 11:30 on a Wednesday night. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Thank you, chat room from all across the country. Partner Tina Keys hanging out with us tonight. I saw some lurkers in there as well. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. We'll see you guys next time. Mayhem out.
Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't give up what you want, take it back. Wait for the perfect time, then attack.
This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com.